fun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Right, good morning from Islands of Adventure. Today is Friday. Today is early park admission, but we've already made a few mistakes, so not too sure how well this is going to come through because we only have one muff today. We left one back in the room.
I suppose we can always pop back and recover it at some point once we dealt with the early park admission side of things.
Yeah, so the weather isn't looking particularly great today, but we really want to get our Hagrid and VelociCoaster fixed in.
Yeah.
Hence, whilst we're here, but as per usual, the crowds are crowding this morning, and everyone is heading towards Hagrid's, as are we. I mean, it's the dumb thing to do, people.
Can't believe it's our last day though.
I can't believe it's our last day as well. This 2 weeks has flown by. There is never ever enough time when you're here, but I think this time around we have done so much. You know, normally it's very Universal focused, but it was great to get the Disney stuff in as well. But I'm looking back to being in my happy place today. Good morning. Yeah, I'm looking forward to being back in my happy place today. Doing a load of rides that we haven't done. If we can get on Dudley's and Bluto's barge, we will be.
Yeah, that depends on the weather though, because it's not particularly great, the forecast today.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Anyway, we're just about to go through the additional security. Hopefully the next thing you'll see will be Hogsmeade.
Okay, so we're in the queue. Well, we're in the queue line. We haven't found the back of the queue yet. The little indicator said 25 minutes at the top, which seems a little bit
excessive,
high, seeing as it's literally just open.
Yeah.
They could be right because there's quite a few people running to get there in front of us. Who knows? We'll find out in a little bit. But the time we entered was 7:55,
and they are sending the carts around empty at the moment. So
they must be still testing. So unless it isn't officially open until 8 o'clock, so they don't put people on the ride till 8 o'clock. I don't know.
What's the actual time?
Huh?
What's the time?
7:55.
Oh wow! So it is actually quite early.
Yeah. So they open the park about 10 minutes early.
Yeah, they're probably anticipating quite a few people.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, we're quite fortunate. So the UAP line was open. So if you have annual pass, you've got a dedicated line, and that was already open. People were already through that, while normal park goers were still
outside waiting for the gates to open.
Yeah. So a good benefit if you're UAP for sure, because you're already through and you can just literally walk straight in as other people are still scanning their tickets. But this is easily one of the best ways to spend a Friday, people, or Friday morning per se. Yeah.
Most people are probably just getting out of bed to go to work now, right? We got out of bed early to get here and go on roller coasters and rides.
Although in all fairness, that was still late because normally a Friday for us is a gym day.
It's true. Yeah.
So we would be
out of bed about 5.
Yeah, on the gym floor for 6. But we're getting closer, people. I can see the entrance to the castle.
Okay, so as we power our way towards the front of the queue, this is most definitely one of the perks of early park admission. Yes, there is a prospect of a potential 25-minute wait, which we will check for accuracy once we get off the ride. But right now, the wait time is likely to be much lower than you should expect if you arrive in as little as 30 to 60 minutes later in the morning. As the crowds build up, the standby line can often be in the multiples of hours rather than the multiples of minutes. For us today though, we are making good progress through the line, and as we do like to show a good POV on our vlogs, it's probably about time for us to get comfortable in our seats and to get this ride going.
Don't mind the Thestrals, dead clever and useful they are. To the edge of the Forbidden Forest. Whoa! We'll have to round up the troops before they set fire to anything else. They just don't know what they're doing. bite, but I didn't think they'd take Ollie into the Forbidden Forest. Just hang on. Oh, and don't mind Fluffy. His barks are worse than his bites. No, don't panic. I'll just, oh no. Looks like you've lost power. I've got you. Don't worry. Reparo. Sorry, I never was great shakes at magic. Oh, Craigie, you're tangled in devil's snare. Repeat, Lumos Salem after me. Lumos Salem. That was close. Oh, you found my missing screws. Best be getting you out of here before you get blasted. Now, pick those purple buttons. Hold on. Dragon fire's got a kick. Well, I'll be. There's a unicorn! And look, she's a mum. Ruddy lucky thing to see such a sight in the wild. But Merlin's beard, we did see Mixie, Scroots, and unicorns. Oh, and I'd be grateful if you didn't mention any of this to anyone back at Hogwarts. See you next lesson.
Right, time check. It is 8:10. The ride's about 5 minutes, so we must have got on it about 8:05, so 10-minute queue time. There's a bit of a pause around 8 o'clock. We got to what I think was the back of the line. I think it's because they didn't move people right into the loading area until it's time to start boarding at 8 o'clock. Because at 8 o'clock it just suddenly started moving, and we got on within a couple of minutes after that, so yeah.
And it's weird, I did the side cart for once, and I have to admit there was no one in front of me, so my view was not obstructed. I really hope the ride footage come out quite well. What did you think about being in the cycle this time?
It's a better view up there, because you can see above people's heads, particularly if you're a bit taller like me, so you can kind of see what's coming next. I really enjoyed it. I love that ride anyway, so I really enjoyed it, particularly this time, because I was in the bike, not the sidecar, a bit higher up, and that just felt a little bit more exhilarating to me.
Yeah, so next stop is Jurassic Park. We're just going to
Photos?
Have a look at our photo. If it's any good, we're insert it here. But yeah, oh my god, really great way to start the day, people. Okay, people, the best part of this park, and they paid their gas bill today. They have both of the flames working. Wonder what the wait time for VelociCoaster is this morning. Time check, it is currently 8:21 and the sign ahead of me is saying 10 minutes. So that is definitely on the agenda.
I think we should do it right now.
Question is, are we going to wait for front row?
I think so, if it's only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It'd be criminal not to, right?
Exactly. The clouds are starting to roll in as well, so we definitely want to get this one done before
it starts raining.
Yeah.
They close it down with the weather.
It's really weird because sometimes they leave it open and sometimes they don't. I suppose it depends if there's lightning in the air.
Yeah.
If there's rain, it's fine, but you don't want to be zipping around this 70 miles an hour with rain smashing into your face. I did that. Did you? On Cheetah Hunt, and it hurt like hell.
I was going to say, I can imagine it stings, right, when it hits your face.
But is there a better sight to behold than seeing the entrance to VelociCoaster, people? Put in the comments below what gets your blood going, because for me it's this. This is the antithesis of roller coasters, and here we go. I absolutely love this ride. I say it all the time, but you cannot argue with a 10-minute wait.
No, definitely not.
putting you guys in the locker, but hopefully we'll see the ride footage.
We'll see.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Front row.
Front row.
Absolutely love that ride. Front row, incredible. The hair is a little bit windswept.
Yeah, let's deal with that in a second.
That's what happens when you're at 70 miles an hour, I suppose, and we're just going to check our ride photo to see if it's any good or not. But I absolutely love that ride. It's just incredible. Okay, so that is photograph acquired.
I'm not sure what I was holding on to, but it looks like I was having a heart attack or something like that. I really wasn't, but I think my chain was coming out of my shirt and I was worried it was going to come off. I don't know why, because it really shouldn't do. But either way, I think I was holding on to that when the picture was taken, so it looks a little bit interesting. We'll throw it in there for you to have a look at and have a chuckle at, because we had a chuckle at it when we saw it too. But I do love that ride.
And it's only 10 minutes still.
Yeah, it's only a 10-minute queue, so we did wait front row. That said, we've done the two kind of big rides now, so we're just going to go and grab a coffee before the masses arrive and then decide what we're going to do after that.
Oh, okay, so breakfast time, and we've both gone for caffeine.
Yeah, coffee at least.
Yeah, coffee at least. I went for, and I'm loving this actually, I have to admit. I had one in one of the Disney parks, and I've got one here, but it is basically a protein enhanced coffee. I should have really asked at the till what that means, but Luke is of the opinion that they just put a bit of whey protein in it, which probably makes sense. I've gone for a vanilla infused latte with enhanced protein in it, and you've gone for...
I've gone for a caramel cream cold brew. So I don't really fancy anything particularly hot at the moment, but I think fancy something heavy like a frappuccino with lots of whipped cream on the top either. So it says caramel cream, it's some kind of foam they put on the top that tastes a bit rich, but it's quite nice. It's actually quite light, quite refreshing. And so far, touch wood, I'm going to touch the umbrella stand, there hasn't been any rain, and although some clouds have rolled in, they're a little bit hazy, and the sun keeps poking itself out, so long may that continue, because we want to make the most out of this part today if we can.
Yeah, so our plans are, we didn't get any actual food to eat because we've got lunch and we didn't want to spoil our appetites. And I have to admit, I'm not hungry at all. I'm still I think I still feel like from last night's food, to be totally honest. So we're gonna have our coffees. We're gonna go and hit up Hulk because it's right there. I'm in an iron about doing the water rides.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't want to get wet if it's going to rain all day, because I won't dry out.
And then I don't really know. We probably will take the train over to Universal, I think, because you've not done that in a hot minute.
Other than Halloween Horror Nights a couple of days ago. The train, you mean? No, I haven't done it on this trip, no.
Yeah.
That's it for now, I think. Finish our coffees and then on to Hulk.
Okay, so that is coffee done. Absolutely delicious. Just the little pick-me-up that we needed. As we was having our coffees, I decided to pop over to the photo booth area to try and sort out some missing photos that hadn't shown up on our app. And funnily enough, I saw one of the vloggers that I follow, and I decided to kind of look back and just see what was going on his channel. Yeah. And he was actually doing a live stream, and
and somehow you managed to get into the live stream, right?
Yeah. So I'll put a little video of it there just so you can see. But yeah, claim to fame. But again, it's really frustrating. This is the second vlogger that we've seen out here who we like, but they always seem to be doing live streams.
So you can't stop and say hello.
Yeah. But he's going round the other side of the park, so hopefully we might run into him and I can say hello and get a photo and have a little fangirl moment. But for the moment, we just arrived at Hulk. It is a 10-minute queue, so we're going to jump on that. Hopefully the coffee that we've had will not come back up.
I hope not, anyway.
But yeah, you cannot guarantee these things.
Yeah.
Anyway, time to do the Hulk.
Yep.
So as we just said, we are heading onto the Hulk ride for one last time on this trip at least. Now, we've told you a bit about the backstory of this ride on a previous vlog in this series, so we won't go through that again with you today. However, what we did want to mention is that given that we are still very much in the period before the masses arrive, for us the wait time hasn't been too long. Despite a short delay for a minor technical reason, it's time for us to get ourselves strapped in. And of course, just so that you all get to enjoy the view as much as we will be, we have waited the extra few minutes to get ourselves on the front row. So with that in mind, let's get this show on the road.
Hulk's transformation accelerating. Do not be afraid.
Okay, so we just got off the Hulk. Yep. There was a slight 10-minute delay. However, we managed to get front row, so that was really good. What do you think?
I think so. It's more like a 5-minute delay, I think, because we got on at 8:45. And he said it should be a 10-minute wait, and at 9 o'clock we were at the front of the queue for front row. Yeah. So 15 minutes in total over what was advertised a 10-minute wait. But we also had front row, which takes an extra
9:45 actually.
2-3 10, extra 2 to 3 minutes. So the wait wasn't too bad at all. I do like that ride actually. As I said in one of our previous vlogs, it's a little bit dated now, and perhaps a little bit rickety in places. But it's still quite thrilling, particularly with all the loops going upside down and twists and turns and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more intense ones here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But enjoyable nonetheless. Yeah. And our ride photo is quite decent, so we would stick that up for your pure pleasure and entertainment. I have to admit, this photo pass is really doing all the heavy work for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm actually so glad we did it. As we said, it was like $110 or no, $130 or whatever.
Yeah.
But the amount of photos we're getting is just worth it.
Yeah.
So we're now considering doing Dr. Doom's Fearfall.
Yeah.
Just because, why not?
Why not?
And equally as well, didn't actually say this, we had a little bit of a light shower, so as we like propelled out, and I don't actually know if the ride footage picked it up or not, assuming the actual ride footage come out, but yeah, like going around that at like 50 miles an hour and having rain hitting you in the face while the sun's out.
It's kind of strange.
Very weird experience.
I assume it was a bit of a passing shower because the sun was definitely out as well at the same time, so that was a weird experience. And actually looking behind us now, I don't know if you can see, a lot of the clouds are kind of burning off, and the sun's coming out. That's the vibe we're going on next. So yeah, hopefully, touch wood, the weather's going to hold out for a little bit longer yet.
Okay, so next on our hit list is Dr. Doom's Fearfall. Now we have done this ride before, but not on this vlog series, so given the wait time is quite low at the moment, it's probably worth giving it another shot.
Okay, so only 10 minutes for this one, so it just makes total sense.
Okay, so time for a little bit of background for you all. This is one of the OG rides at Islands of Adventure, having opened with the park in May 1999, which does make it a little on the dated side now. But it's still a good fun ride to experience if the queue times aren't too long. Speaking of which, there isn't a huge amount of immersive experience within the queue itself, possibly because of the age of the ride. There is a bit of a backstory about Dr. Doom having created a new weapon which is capable of defeating the Fantastic Four, but that it needs human fear to power it, and you are the humans that are going to have your fear extracted. It is a bit of a blink and you miss it backstory, particularly if you are busy talking with other members of your party whilst you wait for the ride itself. Before long though, you do reach the ride and the team will put you in one of 4 compartments with 4 riders per ride basket. There are some storage units too for you to put your personal effects in, which is highly recommended given the nature of this ride. Next, you strap yourselves in and you are hoisted up a few feet while the ride itself powers up. And it is a quick one. Typically it's all over in as little as around 60 to 70 seconds. So I'm going to stop rambling on and get on with showing you the ride experience.
See our hotel from here.
See the whole of Florida is transferred.
Look at the view!
Okay, so that's Dr. Doom's Fearfall done.
Yeah.
And just a bit of a tip for you. So we were in row number 2. So 1 and 2 are the back view. So you'll be looking at the hotels. 3 and 4 are at the front. So you will see the park. We weren't lucky enough to get that, but I can't be doing that again. It just makes my stomach go, that does.
I've got to say though, I think Tower of Terror is a little bit more intense.
I do too. I actually think it's more enjoyable actually as well.
Yeah.
Because it shoots you up a couple of times.
And you never know whether you're going to go up or down.
Yeah.
Whereas that, you kind of get fired up, and then you kind of get a little bit of a butterfly in your stomach when it gets to the top and it comes down. But after that, it just kind of bobs. So it doesn't really give you a huge amount of adrenaline, but it's still kind of fun.
And I don't know how well the footage is going to come out on that, because I was really worried for some reason that my Insta360 was going to go flying off. And I know up until this point it hasn't on any of the rides we've been on, but I'm kind of like, it just literally came over me at that moment in time. Yeah. So I suppose the good thing about this is I'm putting my camera equipment at the front line for you guys to be aware and see, just in case you decide to do what we're doing. But I love capturing the moment, and it was really, really great fun. So it seems like the rain is holding off and the sun is still out. Yeah. My God, my hair, sorry. Got my little Superman curl there. So we are going to actually head and do Dudley's Ripsaw Falls.
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to have a look at how wet people are when they get off it, and then I'll make a decision on that one.
So, Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls is found in the 2 lagoon zone of Islands of Adventure, and perhaps unsurprisingly is based on the animated series of the same name. The ride is also an OG dating back to the park opening, and whilst it is also a bit dated, it is quite a fun one, especially on a hot day. It's a typical log flume with a few inclines and drops with a bit of a cartoon theme going on around you. Now, we're not going to show you the whole thing as it is quite long at nearly 6 minutes end to end, but we will show you the most important bit. And the highlight of the ride is saved until the last minute, where riders are exposed to a 75-metre drop at 45 miles an hour with some pretty spectacular water features to match. Guaranteed to end with a splash. So let's see how we get on with that.
Okay folks, so I have decided I'm going to sit this one out. I've just seen some people get off the ride absolutely soaked from head to toe without a dry bit on them. And much as I can deal with that in the usual Florida temperatures, it is starting to cloud over again very quickly, and I can feel the temperature dropping, and I don't particularly want to be soaking wet for the whole afternoon and not really drying off. Stephen, on the other hand, has decided to be brave, and he is going on the ride, so he will probably share some footage of that very soon. I'm going to keep an eye out for him coming down the ramp and see if I can capture him as he gets himself soaked. We'll wait and see.
Wait for the drop.
Well, that looked like Stephen to me. Right, let's see. He looks a bit wet to me. I'll see what it looks like when he gets off though. Right, the prodigal son returns. Oh, you look kind of dry.
Yeah, I mean, black is quite a forgiving colour when it comes to water rides.
You're not dry at all, are you?
No. But it was really annoying because I had a front row and the lap bar wouldn't go down. There was like an issue with the actual thing. So then I had to get out, and then I was going to get in a single one on my own, and then she moved me to another part of other people. Yeah, I don't actually know how the footage looks, but it's really irritated me a little bit. I kind of feel like I did this for nothing now. But I do enjoy that ride nonetheless.
Yeah, you do look a bit wet. I'm glad I skipped that one, to be honest.
So just going to go and have a look at the ride photo, and I'll insert it here, depending upon how decent it is.
Okay.
But this ride always reminds me of when we came here with Magda all of those years ago. 2014 it is, and it's still one of my favourite photos, so I'm also going to put that one up here as well, just for your pure entertainment.
Yeah, and that will also evidence I do water rides every now and then. I just don't feel like it today because the clouds are rolling in again, and it doesn't quite feel warm enough for me to dry off yet. Yeah,
so it's the clouds are definitely coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm already wet, so I might as well go the full vlog, right? And this one is very unforgiving. Oh look, it's the YouTuber again over there. How funny. So you might see me again going around on the barges, but I'm gonna quickly jump on this one, get myself completely soaking wet.
Okay, I'm just taking shelter under some cover for a minute because it's just started to rain and I don't want to get wet, and actually the rain is coming down a little bit now. I'll try and turn it around so you guys can see quickly what's going on. Maybe that's not very clear, but as you can see, there is definitely some rain coming down now. I don't want to get wet, but down here, in a minute, Stephen is most definitely going to get wet in some shape or form.
Meanwhile,
Okay, here he comes. How are you feeling?
I am absolutely soaked. I don't think there is one part of me that is not.
I'm just going to pan down because even your shorts are wet now, right? Was it worth it?
Well, I mean, I was already wet. It started to rain when I got on.
Yeah.
I'm now wet all the way through. You can go for it. I'm wet all the way through anyway, so in for a penny, in for the pound. It's all for the gram, it's all for the YouTube, it's all for you guys.
I'm going to say I am really glad I skipped on that because not only are you soaking wet, but now it's raining as well. So there's no chance of drying off. Maybe we should go and find some shelter for a little bit for the rain to finish and then...
Yeah, time is 17 minutes past 11, so these were the showers that you were speaking about were coming.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did Hagrid, VelociCoaster, Hulk, and that, otherwise we wouldn't have got them done today.
So as you can see, folks, the heavens have opened. It's been a fairly persistent bit of rain rather than just a passing showers that we've been having so far. Stephen is already soaking wet. I'm now a little bit damp because it was really hard to shelter from the rain. So we've got a dinner reservation in a little over an hour. So we've decided what we're going to do is we're going to jump on the bus back to the hotel, get ourselves changed into something a bit drier because even I'm wet now. Nowhere near as wet as this one, but I'm wet.
I'm proper soaked, people.
Because the thought of eating lunch in an air-conditioned restaurant when you're dripping wet does not fill us with any form of excitement whatsoever. So we're going to check out for a little bit, head back to the hotel, get changed to something drier, have some lunch, and then we'll do a bit of a weather review at that point, see whether we think there's going to be more rain, or if the sun's going to stay out for a little while, and then we'll decide whether to go back into Ireland or whether we head over to Universal Studios for a little bit where most of the rides are indoors. So yeah, stick along for the ride for a bit longer. Hopefully there will be some more rides. We've got many done already today, which is great.
Have to admit though, this is pretty typical standard Florida weather, and up until this point, we have done pretty well actually. The only other bit we had was that bit of Mickey's Not So Scary where it rained for a good like 20 minutes or so, but considering this is all we've had,
it's not too bad.
Can't really complain, can we?
Anyway, we're heading back to the hotel to get changed and just kind of sort ourselves out for lunch.
Make ourselves half decent.
Next time you see us, we'll be having something to eat.
Bacon covered chocolate.
No, chocolate covered bacon.
That's what I meant.
Let's try it that way around.
1 hour later.
Okay, people, we are back in the room.
Yep.
The sun is out. It's still...
Well, as you can see behind, it's still a little bit cloudy, so I'm not quite sure what the weather's going to do today.
And I'm feeling a little bit cleaner, so got back to the hotel room, had a shower, washed all that grimy water off me, put some fresh clothes on, and I feel human again.
Yeah.
Time is currently 20 to 1.
Yep.
So that basically means
lunchtime.
And I'm really looking forward to this. We really wanted to get a reservation for the evening, but that just wasn't happening. But as we said, we did manage to get a reservation for lunchtime. Given that we've not eaten anything all day up until this point, I feel like that's like a good kind of compromise, especially because we couldn't get a late checkout tomorrow. Our checkout's at midday, so we're going to have to like try and pack all of our stuff tonight. So yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. So this place, like, they do savoury food, but pretty much everything, even if it's savoury, has some kind of chocolate or truffle theme to it. So I'm curious to see what's on the menu. We've been in here for like a milkshake before, but we've never eaten here.
No.
So this is a new one for us. Hopefully you guys will join us to see what is on the menu. We'll show you a bit of that, and then hopefully you guys will also join us to see what the food tastes like when we get to sample it.
And if you've actually been here, pop in the comments below what you thought about it, what your favourite dish is. It's always good to talk, and I always like to kind of get other people's ideas to inspire us on things. I eat with my eyes, so I really need to see what I'm going to stick in my mouth. Make of that what you want.
I'm not sure whether you get pictures of the menu or not. I guess we'll find out when we get inside. But for now, though, our reservation is in 3 minutes, so we should head inside, make sure they know that we're here, and hopefully the next time you see us, we'll be either looking at the menu or tucking into some food.
Okay, so as we mentioned, this is a first for us. The Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savoury Feast Kitchen is one of the newer additions to City Walk, albeit nearly 10 years old now. The main theming here, perhaps unsurprisingly, is chocolate, and the downstairs area is a takeout zone where you can pick up gourmet milkshakes and a whole host of chocolate-based sweet treats to take away with you. But there is also a sit-down, full-service restaurant, and as we mentioned, it's incredibly popular. Reservations clearly look like a must, given that when we came to book this place several days ago, we could only secure ourselves a lunchtime slot and not a dinner one. So do bear that in mind if you want to come here for something to eat. Inside, the decor is based around a 19th century industrialised theme, giving a real feel that you're in a chocolate making factory of some sort. And it all adds to a slightly fantasy world feeling atmosphere, which makes the thought of eating here so much more enticing. But eating and drinking is the main priority right now, so we should probably get ourselves sat down and explore some of what's on offer.
Okay everyone, so I have picked up myself a chocolate cherry mule, and I'm really looking forward to tasting this because it smells absolutely divine. If anyone has had a Florentine at Christmas with dark chocolate on the bottom, it's that kind of smell to it. And if anyone's interested, it contains double chocolate brandy, a brandy cherry liqueur, ginger beer and chocolate bitters. So I'm going to give this a go and tell you what I think of it. The presentation, by the way, is phenomenal. I've just showed you a quick cutaway of that, but taste-wise, I don't know if this is coconut on the top or grated white chocolate.
I'd like to think it's chocolate.
It's grated white chocolate, yeah. Let me try some. Oh, that is divine. It's sweet, it's chocolatey, but it's also dark and seductive at the same time. And you can really taste the alcohol. Stephen's kind of waving at me, so I think he wants to try a little bit too.
Oh wow.
What's your thoughts?
You can taste the alcohol in that.
You can. I like a cocktail that does taste like alcohol because you drink it a bit slower and you don't guzzle it. I really like that. The price is $16, so that's probably around £12, £13 plus tax, of course, when it comes to paying your bill. I'm going to enjoy this drink, but I think it's about time that Stephen tries his.
Okay, so I went for the Pumpkin Harvest Espresso Martini because I like an espresso martini. I like pumpkin lattes or pumpkin flavoured stuff, so it seems like the best of both worlds, and it's come in a really decent sized proper espresso cocktail.
Glass. Yeah, not
glass.
a miniature one like you get at Slug and Lettuce and that kind of thing.
Which I really appreciate. So for those of you that care, the ingredients are Bailey's Irish Cream, 360 vodka, don't know what that is, Madagascar vanilla, espresso liqueur, pumpkin syrup, and then it says with a dash of pumpkin spice, and that is at the tender price of €17, dollars rather.
Good.
It's a lot more subtle in terms of the alcohol. You can definitely taste the espresso, you can definitely taste the Baileys, you can definitely taste the pumpkin. Absolutely delicious. I don't think this is going to last as long as yours is though.
You sure?
I think I'm positive.
Maybe need to buy a second one then, we'll see.
Really good. Okay, so our food has arrived, and whilst Luke has gone for a main, I've literally just gone for an appetizer because I didn't really have a huge appetite. However, what I've gone for is the pork belly sliders, and they are $14.95, and they basically come with caramelised onion, mustard, arugula, and chocolate dipped bacon on a pretzel bun. Now, they don't do the chocolate bacon as a standalone item. However, I have got it as part of this, so it made total sense.
Just while Stephen's getting that ready, just a translation for our British followers, arugula is otherwise known as rocket.
Rocket. But look at this, people.
That looks interesting. How is it?
It's everything I wanted it to be and more. The chocolate is really smooth. And it's got a nice flavour to it, and the bacon is just yummy.
Can I try a little bit?
There's more chocolate than bacon, I would say.
Is there really? See, it said chocolate dipped bacon, didn't it, on the menu? So I thought it'd be like more bacon than chocolate. But anyway, I'm going to try it as well. It's an interesting flavour. You're right, the chocolate's quite strong.
Yeah.
But it's slightly smoky.
It's like a dark bacon. It's like a dark chocolate, isn't it?
Anyway, well, that slider itself.
And anyway, this is my slider. Really cute. just the right size, very mindful to go in my mouth when I'm eating it.
I'm assuming you like that.
So the pretzel bun is the star of that. Really flavoursome. The meat, very, very tender. And the arugula, it looks a bit flaccid, but it actually tastes quite nice.
Cool. It looks like you're enjoying that.
I would definitely recommend this.
Okay folks, so I have gone for a burger au poivre, and there's a reason why I've done that, and that's because, for those of you who've been watching our vlogs for a while, may recall was that we went to Manchester for a tier point chasing flight probably just over a year ago, and when we were there we visited the pub at the end of the runway and had a burger and chips, and that burger had a steak peppercorn sauce which I'd never had before, and at the time I said it was a game changer, so I'm repeating that now. However, this peppercorn sauce also has chocolate brandy in it, so this could be an even bigger game changer than that particular one was as well. So the burger also comes with some what they call potato sticks, which look like those little kind of French fry crisps that you get back in the UK, some arugula, some Gruyere cheese and garlic aioli. It also comes with fries, which I've upgraded to truffle fries today, simply because truffle sounds a bit like chocolate, even though the truffle on these fries is more of a mushroom variety rather than the chocolate one. Anyway, I'm going to tuck into the burger. He says, wondering how he's going to fit the whole thing in his mouth in one go, and tell you what I think of it.
And it's a pretzel bun for anyone.
It's a pretzel bun as well, a bit like Steven Sliders, but yeah. I'm going to try and find the smallest bit to put in one go. It's actually really good. The kind of little French fry stick things add a real bit of texture to it, nice kind of crunch to it. The chocolate peppercorn sauce, okay, I'm honest with you, I'm slightly struggling to taste the chocolate, but it's still delicious nonetheless. Let me just try a truffle fry as well, because these look amazing. I think they've also got parmesan and parsley on them. They are equally as good. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish my whole burger and all the truffle fries, so Stephen will probably have some of the fries as well, but actually...
Most definitely.
This is delicious, very tasty, thoroughly recommended if you do pop yourselves in here on a trip to Orlando. Right folks, lunch is done. I feel stuffed, I don't know about you.
Yeah, comfortably.
Comfortably, yeah. I feel ever so slightly maybe more stuffed than I should feel, but the food was really nice, the cocktail was really nice as well. It would have been nice to have shared a dessert, but there's just no more room left in my stomach. So we keep forgetting that American portion sizes are always huge.
Very generous.
Very generous, yeah. So I quite like the food. I kind of missed the chocolate flavour in my savoury food. You most certainly didn't though, because you had your chocolate covered bacon.
Absolutely delicious.
Would we recommend going there for other people?
I would do. There's plenty of options, there are plenty of choices, but just be mindful that the tables are quite close together, so we had a family with a child that would not stop crying and making unnecessary noise, and the family did nothing to calm it down. So yeah, that was really, really irritating to say the least.
It was kind of screaming kind of noise, it wasn't just crying, shrieking, and that kind of went straight through you a little bit, but other than that, that's a one-off thing, that won't happen every time.
No, the environment is really, really lovely. Love the decor, staff were friendly, food was nice, maybe a little bit pricey for what it was, but kind of typical of Universal restaurant prices.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, the sun is back out again, and looking around, I can't see any rain clouds. There's a few kind of dotted clouds around, but it feels like it's warming up again. So we are going to head into Universal Studios for a little bit now, aren't we? See what we can do in there to finish the afternoon off, and then at some point we'll head back to the hotel and start the dreaded job of packing our suitcases ready for our trip back home tomorrow.
Okay, so we're back in Universal.
Yeah.
The park closes in about 2 and a bit hours. We managed to catch the tail end of the Universal parade, which was really, really good.
Yeah.
Although I was saying to Luke, I'm surprised that of all the floats they've got, they don't have a mummy one.
I'm surprised as well, since it's one of their anchor rides here and has been for many, many years. But
I mean, they've obviously got Jaws, but Jaws isn't here anymore. Which...
yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Anyway.
And also, not a Harry Potter one.
I wonder if that's a licensing thing in some shape or form. I don't know. Maybe.
Could well be.
Maybe. But anyway,
I'm glad we saw it though.
Yeah, it was kind of cute, wasn't it?
And I don't think Disney has anything to worry about.
No, definitely not on that front. Anyway, the sun has definitely come out a bit. There's still 1 or 2 clouds around, as we said earlier. The breeze is starting to pick up a little bit now as well, so it's getting a little bit windy. So I don't know. What do you think, Steve? Should we have one last go on the mummy, since we're pretty much there?
I think that is a sensible plan. It's really weird because obviously now that they've not got Rip Ride Rocket here, there's not many coasters. You've obviously got the Troller Coaster, which is for kiddies.
Yeah.
You've got the Mummy, and then you've obviously got Gringotts, and that's basically it, right?
That's it, really. I wouldn't even call Gringotts a coaster. It's more of a...
Well, it is a coaster, but...
Well, it's a dark ride, really, isn't it? It does a little bit of moving around, but it's not like Mummy, which is like constantly on the go.
So our plan is to watch the Bourne Spectacular again, because we liked that.
Yeah.
And then we're probably going to take the train over to Islands, because when this closes, they will throw everyone out for Halloween Horror Nights, whereas that is open until 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Obviously, we're going to do no more water rides because we've not long dried ourselves off. But I think a certain drink in the Hog's Head is calling us.
I've not had that on this holiday, have I?
No.
Okay, no, yeah. So once we've done the rides in here, we definitely go to the Hog's Head and grab a Strongbow with a shot of fire whiskey. And believe me when I say that doesn't taste as nasty as it sounds. It's actually quite delicious. But we'll tell you a bit more about that when we get over there a bit later.
It's very nice. It's not on the menu, but you have to ask for it, and they generally give it to you.
Right. Anyway, we're at the Mummy, so we're going to throw our stuff in the locker and have one more ride and miss.
With your souls, I shall rule for all eternity. Save you now. There is no escape. Your end shall be my beginning. Behold your fate. Destiny.
Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs in front.
Prepare to forfeit your souls. Death is only the beginning.
But the hair's looking a bit frizzy.
Just a bit.
On and off in 20 minutes?
Just over 20 minutes, yeah. So the ride time said 25, I think it was, we got here.
35.
35, but we're off on the ride in 20 minutes, so probably about 25 minutes end to end.
Yeah, so that was great fun. So we're going to head over and do Bourne, finish that, and then go and get the train.
Over to Ireland, so I've not done a train yet this season, and then have my cheeky little drink in the box.
Yes, and maybe one last go on Hagrid, but we will see.
We've seen a few times like that.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so they've just made a PA announcement to say that the park is now getting ready to close because at 5 o'clock everyone needs to be out so they can turn it into Halloween Horror Nights, which we're not staying for tonight, we've already done that. However, we are making our way over to King's Cross because we want to jump on the Hogwarts Express to Hogsmeade in Islands of Adventure so I can have my cheeky little strongbow with a shot of fire whiskey. We're kind of walking against the flow here, so apologies if we keep getting knocked out of the way. People are kind of walking towards us and not always looking where they're going.
Yeah, it amazes me how they can see, but they choose not to move.
They choose not to move out of the way, or they've got their noses buried in their phone for whatever reason. Anyway, I can see King's Cross Station just ahead. So the ride time at the moment is saying 75 minutes, or the wait time for the ride is saying 75 minutes. That could be because of the mass exodus going on now, people trying to get across to Islands Adventure who are not staying in Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights.
The lazy people that don't want to actually just walk over there like us.
Just walk over there. Well, to be fair, it's a bit of an experience as well, isn't it? Which hopefully we'll be able to show you some of when we're actually on the ride. But yeah, so we're nearly there now, so we'll keep you posted on whether it is 75 minutes or not.
Hopefully it's not.
But next time you see us, we will be on our way to Islands of Adventure.
Right, so we're heading on to King's Cross Station, ready to make our way to Islands of Adventure on the Hogwarts Express. Now, I have to say, as someone who was born and bred in London, the attention to detail on this experience is on point. Yes, there are some inaccuracies now in that we don't have trains operating under the East Coast or First Capital Connect brands, but when the attraction opened in 2014, it would have been fairly accurate. And the train ride itself is also pretty good at reminding us of home too, so we'll be showing you some of that. For now though, we're going to leave you to enjoy King's Cross Station, including the iconic pathway into platform 9 3/4.
Okay folks, just a quick time check. It is 5:30 and we are in the pen ready to board the next train when it arrives. So that's actually 45 minutes, not 75 minutes, but I think once the express line had been cleared out, everything else moved very quickly. The line itself is now closed because Universal Studios is now being turned into Halloween Horror Nights. So yeah, it all moved quite quick towards the end, didn't it?
Yeah, there's no people coming back from Islands in this direction, so the trains that are coming in should be
empty. Yeah, we should be going straight on, like this one that's just pulling in here, which I think is our ride over to Islands of Adventure.
And they seem to have two going in each direction just to speed things up as well, which is very efficient if you ask me.
Right, anyway, we are in a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, group of 8, including us two. So it's going to be quite full in there. But we will shortly be on our way. Hopefully we'll get a bit of footage for you, depending on what seat we're sat in.
Where's the food tray? Marty, can't you conjure up some pumpkin pasties?
Ron, Kahoot is the first of the 5 principal exceptions to Gump's law of elemental transfiguration.
Do you know what she's talking about?
lined up to use the top of the
Right folks, so we are off the train in Hogsmeade. It was kind of cute, that little experience, if I'm honest with you. It actually felt a bit like an old British Rail Mark 1 carriage. If you're a bit of a train geek, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the theming. I enjoyed the little story that's told as well. But I suppose we should probably head into Hogsmeade proper and grab ourselves a drink. And then you want one last ride on Hagrid's, right?
I'll tell you what I didn't enjoy though. I didn't enjoy our travel companions.
Being noisy, yeah.
Noisy and their smell.
Yeah.
There's such a thing called deodorant. Bring it to the park with you people. Be mindful and considerate for other people. But anyway,
yeah, we're going to head to the park now.
Are going to head on over. We need our liquid nourishment.
Yep.
And I think there was a load of people in front of us waiting for us to go.
So we can take photographs. Yeah.
So we're being considerate to other people.
Yep.
Anyway.
Right. Anyway, we're going down some stairs now, so I should probably watch what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys in just a minute.
Okay, so now that our ride on the Hogwarts Express is over, we are back in Islands of Adventure. And as we mentioned earlier, there is one last Luke and Stephen Orlando tradition that we have not indulged in just yet on this trip. So we're going to head back over to Hogsmeade and to the Hogshead pub to get that mission ticked off. Although we have noticed that the crowds here are a bit different to what they were at the start of our day.
So it is definitely a contrast to this morning when we were here. This place was empty, and as you can see, it is brimming with people now. Looking over at the sign, the wait time for Hagrid's is 130 minutes. So I'm still hoping that is going to be a viable option, but this is where we're going, people. We are going to the Hog's Head, where we will get our liquid nourishment and hopefully a decent enough seat out the back to get a good view of our favourite ride.
Now, the Hog's Head is meant to represent a traditional British inn, and to the most part it does it quite well. The indoor theming has that sort of dark but strangely homely and comforting atmosphere that any of you who live or who have lived or spent time in the UK will know and understand really well. So this does strike up some homely feelings for us. Either way, one of the best things about this place is not just the atmosphere itself, but it's also about being able to sit on the outdoor terrace and watch people going around on one of our favourite rides. And if we're up front, this is one of the best vantage points to see that coaster going around time and time again. So we're going to get ourselves a seat and tell you a little bit more.
Right, we are finally in the seating area in Hogsmeade, in the Hog's Head.
The Hog's Head pub, yeah.
I have to admit, this is my favourite place in this whole area because
you can watch that, right?
The best ride here at Islands of Adventure is going round, and the view is just incredible.
Yeah.
So we have the goods, people. We have the goods.
We do, and I'm just going to point out a couple of things, right? Firstly, Strongbow is a lot cheaper in the UK, but I suspect there's some kind of import or tariff tax.
There is definitely a tariff because Donald Trump has put 10% on everything, right, coming over from the UK.
Well, if there is, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. But either way, it's $18 for a Strongbow with a shot of fire whiskey in it. And the reason you put fire whiskey in it is because that's a cinnamon-based shot. And when you add that to Strongbow, which is apple-based, you get something that tastes a bit like an apple pie. So we're going to try. Oh, but one other weird thing, they put ice in it. Now I know you put ice in Magnus back in the UK, but you wouldn't normally put ice in a Strongbow. So not sure why they do that. But
so we had this when we was here in March last year.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how the conversation happened, but she said, did you want to try it? And we did. And then every time I've come back on my solo trips in October and March,
tried it again.
I've obviously done exactly the same thing because it is just so refreshing and so delicious.
To be honest, I think she just said to us, didn't she? When we ordered the Strongbow, she's like, do you want some fire whiskey in that? And we both kind of slightly perplexed said, what do you mean? And she was like, oh, it makes it taste like apple pie.
Yeah.
That's what she said. That sold it to us, and then we tried it and haven't looked back since, to be honest. But anyway.
So cheers to us.
Cheers to us, because this...
And cheers to you guys.
Is our America taste.
Oh my God. It's absolutely delicious. And she also gave me some water as well, which is complimentary. Yeah. So as I said, the time is just coming up to 6 o'clock. We have been here since 8, so it's been a long day.
It has been a long day. We were thinking of trying to do Hagrid one more time, but 130 minutes at the moment, as Stephen mentioned just now. I don't fancy waiting in that line for 2 hours and 10 minutes, to be honest.
But I might do, so we will see.
We will see what happens next, to be honest. But anyway, we're going to enjoy this for now, and we're back with you again really soon.
Eventually.
Okay, people, so the time has just gone 6:36.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we are doing Hagrid's.
Yeah.
So the queue time was 105 minutes.
That's nearly 2 hours, 1 hour 45 minutes basically.
But you know what? Neither of us have done it at night.
No.
Or dusk or whatever you want to call it. And I think the footage will be incredible. This is what we do, people. We go out of our way to do these things and experiences so you can also be in the moment as well.
Yeah.
But it's weird to think that we started our day in Hagrid's.
And we're ending our day in Hagrid's.
And we're ending it with Hagrid's.
Except we started our day with a 10-minute wait. And this is going to be an hour and 45 minutes. Also, they're saying, I've just looked at the express line. The express line is really long.
Yes.
So it could be they're prioritising that, and that could be why ours is going to take a long time. But we will see.
And also, that's a point as well. They've only recently, in the last three or 4 months or so, actually made this an express eligible ride. Beforehand, it never used to be. So, interesting points to consider, people. But I'm really looking forward to doing this at night, and I think it's a nice way to end this day before we have to go back to the hotel
and do the boring business of packing our suitcases ready to fly home tomorrow.
But anyway, we will get back to you just before it's ride time.
Probably an hour and 45 minutes time, I suspect.
And hopefully by that point,
it'll be dark.
The sun will have set, and we will have an incredible trip through the Forbidden Forest. Right, so I don't know how loud this is going to sound, but it's very, very noisy in here. However, we are near the front of the queue, or in the last holding pen anyway.
Just as a quick time check, it is 8:06, so that's about 90 minutes when we got in the queue, and I think we're probably about 2 or 3 minutes away now. So yeah, we're going to leave it there for now. Hopefully next thing you see will be us on the right.
Oh my God, I'm really looking forward to this. We've never done this at night before.
Yeah, because it will be dark by the time we go outside, I think.
So yeah, incredible. Here's hoping it will be anyway.
Don't mind the Thestrals. Dead clever and useful they are.
Wow.
Whoa! Right, off you go. We'll meet at the edge of the Forbidden Forest. Whoa! We'll have to round up the groups before they set fire to anything else. They just don't know what they're doing. take Ollie into the Forbidden Forest. Just hang on. Oh, and don't mind Fluffy. His barks are worse than his bites. No, don't panic. I'll just, oh no. Looks like you've lost power. I've got you. Don't worry. Reparo. Sorry, I never was great shakes at magic. Oh, Craigie, you're tangled in devil's snare. Repeat, Lumos Solen after me. Lumos Solen. That was close. Oh, you found my missing screws. Best be getting you out of here before you get blasted. Now, hit those purple buttons. Whoa! Hold on. Dragonfire's got a kick. Well, I'll be. There's a unicorn. And look, she's a mum. Really lucky thing to see such a sight in the wild. But Merlin's beard, we did see pixies, scroots, and unicorns. Oh, and I'd be grateful if you didn't mention any of this to anyone back at Hogwarts. See you next lesson.
Folks, it is 8:16 and that's it, we are done. So in the end it was just after, it was about 8:10, so I think that's 1 hour 34 minutes roughly, so a little bit less than what they said the forecast wait time be. And actually interestingly, just after we joined the queue it went from being 105 minutes to 115 minutes, and I'll drop a quick screenshot of that up there as well. So we were kind of fearing the worst in that one, but it wasn't too bad in the end once we got on it. However, much as I was kind of getting towards the end of the queue thinking, is this really worth it? Oh my gosh, was it really worth it?
Yeah.
Doing it at night, 100%.
At night is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
And I really hope the ride footage has come out half decent, because it was such a great experience, and I personally think it was worth the wait.
And it's just little things like, okay, so on the front of each cart you got headlights.
Yeah.
And when you lose power, at that bit when you lose power, which you hopefully saw from the footage, all the lights went off. And it's just like, it wasn't just the roller coaster, it was the stuff that came around it as well with the theming. So, at night it's so much more exhilarating. It's exhilarating at daytime, but it's more exhilarating at night as well.
But yeah, absolutely incredible. So, we're going to make a moozy.
We are going to make a moozy. We're just going to throw the right picture in here as well, just to prove that we did go on it at night time and had a good time as well. We're probably going to have to head out of the park now because it's officially closed. Don't know which way they will send us. We might stop in City Walk for some kind of refreshment before heading back to the hotel. We haven't decided on that 100% yet. And then we have the boring job of doing the packing when we get in. So,
hold that thought.
The next time you see us, we'll either be on the way back to the hotel or having some kind of refreshments.
Or at the hotel. Many options.
Okay, folks, that's going to be it. We're going to check out at this point.
It's been a 12-hour day.
12.5-hour day, actually. In fact, to be honest, it's nearly 13 hours. It's now 10 to 9, and we were here
8 o'clock.
Before 8 o'clock, actually, about 10 to 8. So yeah, it's been a 13-hour day. Full of lots of fun, excitement. I love the fact we did Hagrid's twice. Definitely a game changer doing it at night, and it was definitely worth the wait time for that. But in general, it was nice to have one last full day here at Universal. What were your highlights?
This place is literally my happy place. It was the first holiday I ever went on, and that's why it's so significant to me. It's all about the VelociCoaster people. I absolutely love that ride.
Yeah, that's probably my favourite one as well, apart from Hagrid's at night.
And we've been through all the seasons today as well. Like we got rained on, sun's out.
You had to go home and get changed because you got soaked in the water rides and didn't dry out. Yeah. We've had some nice food at the Chocolate Emporium place. Speaking of food, we're going to nip upstairs to Panda Express and grab a little nibble to take back to the hotel with us. But we're probably going to wrap things up there because the only other thing that we need to do today is pack for our flight home tomorrow. That's going to be very boring, and I don't think you guys want to see that. So we'll head up to Panda Express right now, grab some food, and then head back to the hotel and do that. We hope you like what you've had to see. If you do, don't forget to give us a nice big thumbs up on the video. We'd love you to subscribe. Most importantly, turn on the notifications so that you know when we put new content out. We'd love a comment. We always try and get back to people as quickly as we can. And please do engage with us on our social media channels, which we will put below at some point around here. Anything else to add, Stephen?
We'll catch you in the morning.
We're going to have one last early morning early admission before the masses get here, but we probably need to be away by about 10 o'clock tomorrow, ready to get ourselves checked out of the room. That's it for today though, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll catch you all on the next vlog.
Take care, good night. I think you just want a cocktail.
Yeah,
there you go.
Like that. Anyway, so we are heading out of the park now. That's us done with Universal Studios and Islands Adventure for this particular trip. We're back here in December, but for now it's back to a hotel, getting ourselves ready to leave, packed and checked out of the room.